Boy got the wine.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother.
Good.
Yes, sir.
What's going on with your brother?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Waiting on Hoss. He was just here. He had to he had to leave. He had some technicality difficulties. All that in the bag of chips. You feel me? Let me turn you up in my headphones. Headphones. Turn you up in my headphones. All right, I think I'm good. I think everything is straight. I'm doing a little, doing mic check, 1 2 1 2. Man, work was crucial. Work was tough.
What is it? I get my head bopped in. You.
All right, we good to go.
Why can't I hear you now?
Sit up.
Okay, you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
That's good.
Yeah, you got some new headphones.
Nah, you can't. You can't see this mic.
Man, wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Sorry, it was so much going on just now. Okay, you said you got a mic. Let me see it.
Yeah, right here.
Bring it like this way.
I don't know why I blur out.
Ooh, you got that nice John.
Yeah, I'm
Ooh.
gonna look down for you. Try to show it.
Ooh, got that nice John. Okay. Okay.
I was trying to figure out how the joint work without the, you know what I mean? But I think I done got it right.
Yeah. Oh
Plus, he got a
yeah.
mute button and shit like that, so I can when I ain't talking, y'all ain't gotta hear me.
What's up, Matt? Um, waiting on Hoss. So Femi called out sick, which is hilarious. It's like a job. Uh, he called out sick, so Tahira over here talking about it's Founders Day. Where my Nelia at?
Mhm.
Hell, I left that in the past, Tahira. I left that in the past.
Yeah.
I can't continue. Um, but yeah, so Femi called us sick. I think Buzzo is gonna join in late. He said he get home at 9.
That's a good.
So he said he's gonna join in late. He said he's working. So um
Hey, just real quick before we get any further, good game from Saturday. It's sorry he had to go out like that. You know what I mean? Um, that's it. I didn't
wait,
mean to interrupt
who?
you. Okay,
Who?
Coach K.
Oh, Coach K. Oh.
You see, I ain't got no
Oh.
Carolina gear. I ain't got no Carolina gear because I had to get rid of that because it was too big.
You know what? It's okay. It's okay. See that loss, it did something to my mental so bad that I forgot about it. Because I was like, you know what, Trey, ain't no reason for you even to go ahead and be like, you know, keep that in my mental. Oh, it's gone. It's gone now. It's gone.
Respectfully, but I just
Yes, sir. But yeah, as we wait on Hoss
I'm
said
listening, but
he's
anyway.
having some technical difficulties. Listen, we gonna get into it later on in the show. But I did want to say he just disappeared. Oh, there he is.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, go ahead,
Um,
brother.
so we'll get to it later on the show. But I did want to talk to you right quick about Carson Wentz. See, I told him. I did I
Yeah,
not
bro.
tell you, Rio? Did I not
Yeah, I
tell
seen
you?
it, bro. I've been getting my ass with all this. So I had time to respond. Yeah, I seen it, brother.
I said, and I quote, this is what episode this is. This had to have been like episode 12 because we were on,
It was about midway point.
yeah, we were on SoundCloud still when I think we might have been doing it in person, Rio. We had to been doing it in person.
When that first happened the first time, yeah, that's when
When he
you
got
first
traded
said
to the
something.
Colts.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
we did it in career.
yeah, so it was a while ago. And, man, he got traded to the Colts. It had to be last year before in the off season. And everybody was like, "This is what the Colts are missing, right?" They turned it into a Super Bowl contending team. Lo and behold, he got 1 year. He got traded. He got traded. We got a first round draft pick for that. for that for that 1 year he spent in Indy. I appreciate him. I appreciate it. Um, Matt's asking, should the Panthers trade for Deshaun Watson and Cam Newton or start Cam?
Trade for Deshaun Watson.
Give up the whole team.
I mean, if he's gonna play, without a doubt,
Give up the whole team.
no,
Give
don't
up
do that.
everybody.
But you're gonna have to give something in order to get something, though. So we
I
probably gonna
mean,
lose. Probably gonna lose McCaffrey. There's a high chance.
McCaffrey and a couple of draft picks.
Yeah, he definitely gonna use those picks. But
Oh
McCaffrey's
yeah,
probably gone off the board.
because Deshaun Watson is only 26,
Yeah,
27.
he's probably about our age. He couldn't be that much older than us.
Yeah.
Or I mean, younger than us.
Um. Yeah, no, you definitely trade for Deshaun Watson. I would take that chance.
Yeah,
I'd take the chance. He's an awesome quarterback.
yeah. I mean, MVP caliber. I mean, I think with the weapons you have, I mean, I guess it depends though, right? Because you look at it from a standpoint of Robbie Anderson's in that conversation being traded too. So if I can get out of trading Chris McCaffrey and keeping Robbie, I mean, keeping Chris McCaffrey and losing Robbie Anderson in any type of way or form, it's happening. But I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, nah, it's definitely
I think McCaffrey is the biggest one on the table.
yeah, no, you definitely gonna have to give up you definitely gonna have to give up everything in your mama to get Deshaun Watson.
The whole kitchen sink.
The whole kitchen sink. But yeah, no, back to Carson Wentz though. Everybody swore up and down, he was the new coming of a different era for the Colts, right? That was the last piece that they were missing from their Super Bowl contention to be a Super Bowl contending team.
Right.
And I try to tell them, pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. Because there's a reason why Philly's getting rid of him. There's a reason why. So, yeah, no, man. Now, you know what's crazy? You know what's absolutely insane?
What's that?
That they're saying it all over again.
He said what?
That they're saying it all over again.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That Carson Wentz now makes the Redskins a Super Bowl contending team because that's all that they were missing. Because that's all they were missing.
No.
Please stop it. Please stop it.
They're a playoff team at best.
Please.
And let's take baby steps when it comes to shit like that. Don't just throw him to the wolves. Because when you put expectations that he don't live up to those expectations, now you're upset. And now you got to bash him. Like Carson Wentz is a solid quarterback. He's solid, but to say he's a missing piece, no, he's not Tom Brady. Like that's what Tampa Bay was missing, right? Tampa Bay had all the intangibles except for a quarterback, a true quarterback. Like Jameis Winston doesn't have. He was just. I mean, I think with Jameis Winston was just decision making, right? I think the biggest thing was I'm more of a gunslinger, and I understand you have to be conservative in a lot of situations because that's going to get you in the long haul.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I don't know why they keep howling that with Carson Wentz.
Every single time. Every single time. And it's
I know it, brother. I know it.
No, and you know what I like? You know what I like about it? I like that he's back in our division. So we can beat up on him. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy playing against him twice a year. You know what's crazy? They also have the Colts on their schedule.
Yeah, he got y'all twice, and he got the Colts. I think like midway through the season.
Yeah.
But the Colts talking about Jimmy G.
They gotta have a plan because they are a solid quarterback away from being a contender. They are. So
Yeah.
they're not about the draft. You know, they got to
Nah,
be doing
because nobody's
something.
in this draft. Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody's in this draft.
So they're building up capital to get somebody. That Carson Wentz trade was to build up capital to get somebody because they didn't get a quarterback in that trade. I think they got all draft picks.
Now they got our picks.
Yeah. So they get all draft picks. So you gotta have. I feel like that's building up trade capital. So
Yeah.
they can get Jimmy G, which Jimmy G's a winner.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
He's an absolute winner. Um, but yeah, no. So Cuzzo, like I said, Cuzzo should be getting on around 9. That'll be later on in the show. He's gonna give me a text
Okay.
when he wants to join in. I was texting Hoss. I don't know if he's still having trouble or not. I'm tell you something, man. I don't put it past nobody when they trying to join in through this Skype because the last week it kicked my ass. So I cut people slack, man. It was last week. It whooped my ass last week. I was struggling from the stream, from setting up the stream to getting Skype to recognize the webcam and the mic. It was not happening. It was not happening. So, Adira, yes, it is Wednesday. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday. We are enjoying this Wednesday. Enjoying it. Rio, so, brother man, work was
What's
kicking
up,
your
bro?
ass.
Huh?
Work was kicking your ass, man.
What? I
Wait,
mean,
what's
yeah,
so
the early part of the week is always stressful anyway, though.
so when you say you go on site, what does it look like?
You ever seen a cell phone tower site?
Yeah.
That.
Oh, okay. Do you ever climb up there?
No, sir. No, sir. You know what's crazy, bro, is when I first started working there, bro, I think it might have been like, I think they were like, we were still in search of projects, right? And they kind of do the hiring for people. He was like, hey, man, you want to climb? I said, you want me to quit? If you want me to quit,
Straight
sign
like
me up.
that.
'Cause
Straight like
yeah,
that.
yeah. He was like, you for real? I said, yeah, I quit right now. I quit right now. Not
Ta-
happening, nah, bro. 200
Ta-
feet in the air, dangling. Nah, I'm good.
Taylor said you could move to OnlyFans.
You said what?
You could move to OnlyFans.
I should have what?
She said you could move to OnlyFans. Oh, boy, Real gonna be pulling in that money. Pulling in that money. Bubba T. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming in. What
Hey,
kind
man,
of
we open this weekend?
Yes, sir. You
That's a bet.
so I'm waiting for Hoss to get in here because that's who we hooping with. And
Right,
Rod.
right. I'm ready.
So I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm hitting the
I
road.
know it's supposed to rain this weekend, so I'm just trying to figure out where we're going.
Hopefully Hoss got an indoor gym somewhere.
It's a bunch of them in the 919 though.
Do you think that does your Gold's gym membership stretch to out there?
I don't know. I need to ask for real, but I don't know if the Gold's Gym out there is I don't know if it's like this one. That's the problem. I don't even know. I need to figure out though. I'll check it out.
Oh, Tahir said the OnlyFans was directed towards me because when Skype was whooping my ass. Oh, I get it. She's talking about live streaming on OnlyFans. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would be a good idea. We can get that money. Get that money. I'll show some feet if it meant bringing in some
Bro,
dollars.
hey, I'm finna cut the stream off, bro. I'm finna cut the stream off.
you lead the stream. I'm gonna show some feet. As soon as you leave, I'm gonna start showing feet so I can get some dollars. You know they give donations out here on YouTube as well.
Boy, you reckless.
But yeah, so yeah, this weekend. So hopefully House will have a gym. But Skype is whooping his ass too.
He doing it from his phone?
He said he was trying to do it from his laptop. I'm about to text him. I know he having a field day right now. If it was anything, like my incident last week, I know I was stressed. I was stressed trying to get back on this thing, going through it, going through it. But yeah. So what was I about to say? Oh yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready to hoop this weekend. I'm ready to get some buckets. I need it. I need it.
Sure.
I've been feeling good ever since the last time we played.
Y'all can hear me, right?
There it is.
Oh my God! You know what I mean? I'm just tired of all that. I'm tired of all that Duke shit, man. You know what I mean? That was good, fellas.
What's happening?
Did you spend the last 15 minutes looking for that hat? Is that what you was doing?
Nah, man, that jump right here beside me. I got my nuggets here. My nuggets one right here too, man. Be y'all ready?
Oh boy, you figured it out.
Yeah, man. That was fucking. It was giving me a hard time, man.
Oh no, listen. I was there last week. Started a whole 25 minutes late because it was whooping my tail, boy, from Amazing Grace how sweet it sounds. It was whooping my tail. But so we're gonna go ahead and get things started. I know there's only 3 of us at the moment, and that's because Femi has called out sick. So it's just us for right now, which is fine and dandy. So we can go ahead and get it started. Cuzzo, not OD Cuzzo Hoss, but Cuzzo from last week, the gentleman who was in the top right corner of the stream. He's gonna be joining in later on once he gets home from work.
Okay.
So, but as of right now, we're gonna go ahead and get this party started. Y'all ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, man.
All right, man. As long as y'all ready, I'm ready. Welcome back, sports fans, to the Ugly Truth. Thank you guys for joining in, where we tell you what you need to know rather than what you want to hear, and it can get ugly. As always, we got a good one for you. We have one guest on the show right now. We'll have another one later on, but we do have our first guest on the show, my man Hoss. Hoss, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing good. Namaste. Now I'm doing good though, man.
I feel it. How the kids?
Good. In bed.
Ooh, yes, sir.
We on the strict schedule.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ashley out couponing right now. You know what I mean? So
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey,
look, my sugar mama. She got me by 2 months, so that's low key my sugar mama.
And finally, I'm here with my co-host, one of the greatest to ever do it. The same introduction because he doesn't need it. One of the best sports minds I know, my brother Rio, the God. Talk to me, Rio. How you doing?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing, man? Good to do this because I always, man.
I'm doing excellent, man. We're doing excellent tonight. Rio and I will always, 100 times over and again, would like to thank you guys for tuning in. I'd like to thank you guys for listening. I'd like to thank you guys for watching as well, with the podcast being uploaded straight up to YouTube after we get done streaming. And, you know, whether you watching this at work, whether you listening to it, or whether you watching it while you on the toilet, we appreciate it. We're grateful, as always. Now, let's get into some sports. Fellas. Oh, wait. Before we get into sports, this Rio. Oh, you guys already met.
Yeah, we did the last time.
Yeah, the last time. I was just saying that's who we hooping with. Rio, the point guard. Which, you know, I'm excited. Truly excited to hoop this weekend because this might be the first time in a long time I don't have to play point guard. Because when Rio get tired, the house gonna be the point guard.
Shit, me look. And look, I told Trado, man, you gotta at least get it to me in the half court so I can work from there. But you gonna look, I'm gonna run out of energy trying to, cause bro, people always expect I can't dribble. So I be trying to play it cool, But I'm in a half court, so I can move a little bit better. I ain't about to waste my energy going full court. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Not no pickup. She play 94 feet, no pickup.
Oh, yes, they are, bro. Yes, they are. I went to go hoop Monday, bro. Dude was being really aggressive. I'm like, bro, we're not getting paid for this. So then I hit him with the sham wow. You know what I mean? The sham god. He got, I was like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, no, I'm excited.
Nah, but you know how it takes. JC, I'm gonna be able to make it to Virginia.
Yeah, for his son's birthday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I'm still with it though, man.
Y'all got a Gold's Gym up there? They got a court?
The gym in my neighborhood, yeah, but I thought you were talking about Virginia. That's why I got stuck like
that. Yeah,
nah. I do got a couple, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I could drive wherever y'all want to go. I could drive. You know what I mean?
Because Rio said it's supposed to rain this weekend, so hooping inside.
Yeah, man. We can make it work.
All right, fellas. Let's jump into some sports. We're gonna start with the NFL. Russell Wilson has been traded to the Denver Broncos basically for the whole team. Well, for the whole future team. It's like 5 draft picks, right? It's insane. I know it's like 3 players and 5 draft picks. So Russell Wilson's been traded from the Seahawks to the Denver Broncos for basically almost half the team. Fellas, talk to me, man. Who won this trade? And then as a secondary note, should the Chiefs be concerned? They were top dog in this division. But now they got a Russell Wilson-led Broncos team. Talk to me. Who won the trade? And then should the Chiefs be concerned?
Go ahead, Rio. I got you.
That's a bet. Hey, so I'm gonna be real, man. I think you gotta say the Broncos won this trade, regardless of how you feel, man. You gotta say the Broncos won this trade. They get an MVP caliber quarterback, which is seamlessly all the thing they missed. Because Drew Lock was young, but still learning. Teddy Bridgewater is kind of conservative, but you get a guy like Russell Wilson, who's MVP caliber Super Bowl champion. And he's been winning for a long time in a bad environment. Don't feel like we want to say bad environment, but it is. Our offensive line's been average. Tailback's been in and out of the lineup. You talk about subpar defense. You got to say Seattle Seahawks, right? So now you put them in a situation where you got Jared Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, Tim Patrick, KJ Hamler. They lost Noah Fant, but those guys kind of already filling that void, right? And obviously Russell Wilson can make it work with pretty much anybody. The offensive line is better. You got Javonte Williams. You got Melvin Gordon. Then on top of that, the defense was top. The defense was top 5 last year. I think they might have been 3rd, if I'm correct. And they're only going to get better because they're young, right? So without a doubt, man, I say Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos have won this trade, and they now are a legitimate contender, right? And I think if you have to be real, they put a lot of fear in the Chiefs' heart. They do, because they got their missing piece.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough division next year. Justin Herbert with the Chargers. You got Derek Carr with the Oakland Raiders, Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs, and now Russell Wilson with the Denver Broncos. House, talk to me, man. How you feel about this?
I'll piggyback off Rio, man. I think they do win that trade, the Broncos. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
I'll make sure y'all hear me. Yeah. So I do think they win with that trade. You kind of get more protection for Russell Wilson from that offensive line. I think Russell Wilson can get that young core. I would say the wide receivers, should I say. I think they could be a threat with them 3. Names, I can't think of the names of the wide receivers right now.
Jared Jeudy, Sutton,
yeah. So, but I don't think you put them before the Chiefs, because you want to see how it start going, how it start flowing. But definitely are contenders.
Oh yeah.
Seattle though, man. I don't. It helps their defense with Harris. They get the defensive lineman, but yeah, I don't think Seattle won this trade because the pick they get this year, the first round pick, I think they get this year, go to the Jets, if I'm not mistaken. I might gotta get some facts on that.
Yeah,
But I think that first round pick they get goes to the Jets.
Mhm.
I think it's their original first round draft pick goes to the Jets for that Adams trade.
Yeah, I think they get the 10th pick
Yeah,
from the Broncos,
yeah,
right?
they get a 10th pick from the Broncos this year. Their original
Okay,
first rounder went to the
So they
Jets.
get back into the first round.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, they get back their first rounder. So, but now, man, no, I completely agree. The Broncos definitely won this trade. I think the biggest thing you want to take away from this is that wide receiver core that needed a consistent quarterback, right? Because you had Drew Lock, you had Teddy Bridgewater. Who was the quarterback before Drew Lock there? I can't remember off the top of my head, but just consistency, right? And Russell Wilson is consistent. He's one of the most consistent quarterbacks out there when it comes to getting the ball in tight
Yeah.
places and being able to consistently play at a high level each and every game. So I think this is huge for Jerry Judy to be able to make that next step to be a true number one wide receiver because we've seen the talent, we've seen what he's been able to produce with Teddy Bridgewater and a quarterback like Drew Luck. So I think when you add all that together, I think the focus is on Russell Wilson, but I think we're going to see a huge leap from Jerry Judy. And I mean, you guys are right. Top three defense and points allowed last year, and now you add in a quarterback. I mean, what do we give Russell Wilson? Do we give him? You think Russell Wilson is equal to like what 3 wins? At least 4 wins through a season, right? By himself,
Right.
he's equal to about 4 wins through a season. So they won 5 games last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Who,
I think
Seattle?
no Denver. I think Denver won. I don't know, but
6 or 5.
yeah, 6 or 5. But anyways, I in my mind, I think Russell Wilson's worth 5 wins, and so I give them easily 10-7 next year, easily. And then 10-7 is gonna be tough
Yeah.
because of their division. They got to go up against the Chargers twice, Oakland twice, and Patrick Mahomes twice. So, but yeah, no, I definitely think the Broncos won this. I mean, the Seahawks got robbed, low key. Because if I'm the Seahawks, you got to give me Pat Surtain. I'm sorry, you have to. Uh,
Yeah, but I guess for me, you have to give up a lot in order to get a lot. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So at the end of the day, you got to take that. You have to because you have to understand that. I mean, they get back into the first round, right? And obviously, we know there is no quarterback here, right? But you can maneuver when you got a first round 10th pick. Yeah, I mean, you can move that into later editions. What could be with any, could be with anything. I mean, so now they did get robbed, but in the same breath, you got to play the game in order to win the game.
yeah, yeah. You would have to give me Pat Surtain because I'm,
What
I'm,
y'all think
I'm
they're gonna do with Drew Luck?
nothing.
Y'all
I think you live with him, man. Drew Lock's not an awful guy. I think you live with him, but I think the biggest part is about you. They have to improve up front. That's their biggest. That's a lot of things problem. Not having an offensive line. Like you can have all the skill players you want, but not being able to protect the guy. I mean, it's pointless. I mean, he's just gonna run around for his life.
So you take these draft picks, right, and you consolidate them to draft what you need. So you need your offensive line, and there's not a quarterback this season. So you just ride with Drew Luck. Most likely get a high draft pick next year, probably a top 10 draft pick next year. Ride with Drew Luck, and then you just hopefully there's a quarterback out there waiting. Hopefully next year. I don't know what the college scene is looking like for quarterbacks next year, but hopefully they got it's the quarterback for Alabama. I can't think of his name right now.
Bryce Young.
Yeah, isn't he eligible next year? He's
Yeah,
eligible.
I think he's a junior next year. He's a redshirt junior next year.
Yeah. So,
Actually, I
hey,
think he's a true junior next year.
he might. Yeah, because he was a true freshman when he won the
Yeah,
championship. Sophomore this past season, so he'll be a
True
junior
sophomore,
next
yeah.
season. So he'll be
that's right.
eligible for the draft. They might be able to get somebody because they're gonna need it. Because you pretty much just threw up your hands at this point and said, "Fuck it, we starting over. We starting over, and we can get all the draft picks we possibly can." But with the Chiefs, it's gonna be tough for me to sit here and say they should be concerned because, like Hall said, we gotta. I feel like we gotta wait and see for a little bit, see how it meshes together. their coach for the Denver Broncos, I really didn't see a lot about him. So, it's going to be see how well they can mesh together. The offensive coordinator, see what they can come up with. But I think the Chiefs still win this division, and I think it's going to be a dog fight. I'm talking about a dog fight for the wild card in the AFC. Absolute dog fight. I mean, essentially every top tier quarterback is in the AFC except for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. I like Derek Carr, man. I think he's kind of the sleeper in that division if you had to pick. Because I think if you had to put them in order, you'll put him at the bottom. Would y'all agree? So, I mean, I think he could do a lot with the Raiders. But you don't never know, man.
Well, they'll have a coach next year. So
You said say that again?
they'll have a coach next year. They got their coach was fired almost at the beginning of the season, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. We got to boot early.
you about to say something, Rio?
Nah, I was saying Gruden got the boot early.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, but I think the only reason I say the Chiefs has to be concerned simply because, we know what their woes are, and their woes are defensive, right? And they letting Tyrann Mathieu test the market. So you're gonna lose your general, right? Who's been keeping you afloat for so long. So I do agree with y'all. We still have to see it play out, but I think the Chiefs have to be concerned as far as what can the Denver Broncos be? Can they be that fear that we expect them to be? Because that's what Russell Wilson is, because he gives you that dynamic in a sense. When have we watched Russell Westbrook come back? Russell Wilson have a 5-step drop and not be under pressure and make something. Now you get into a situation where the line is more of a suitable to deal with. So now I got a 5-step drop and I don't have to improvise every other down. Now I can sit back and actually play football. And, we know that the Chiefs struggle. So, I mean, no, I'm in agreement with you guys. I just think, I think they do need to be concerned. First of all, I think everybody in the division needs to be concerned. But not just for that purpose. But, I mean, they get hot. They just get hot. And
Yeah.
we know Russell Wilson has that experience to be at that level already, where only the guy that has that experience is Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. Cuzzo, OD Crazy, and Phil are both Broncos fans, man. They're going
They
absolutely
love him.
bananas, absolutely
They love
bananas today, man. And what's funny was I was talking to Phil and Cuzzo in the game. I think it was a couple weeks ago, and I did not know. I think I mentioned this last week, but I did not know that they were all in that division: the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Raiders, and the Broncos. I was like, oh my god, I can't do it. I can't do it. The only people we got to worry about in our division is Dak Prescott, now Carson Wentz. So, I mean, ain't much there for me to worry about, to be honest. We just going to keep playing football. As one of the weakest divisions out there, we going to keep doing what we got to do. Speaking of, wait a minute, hold on. Before we move on to our next topic, I'm kind of getting good at this whole sports analysis thing. Did I not say that the reason why the Dallas Cowboys had that win now mentality wasn't because of the window opportunity? It was because they was not going to be able to afford to keep that team together because of Dak Prescott's contract. Look at that shit. Literally a couple days later, it came out that getting rid of Mark Cooper. Was it DeMarcus Lawrence on the defensive line? Can't afford him anymore. Can't afford him. Man, call me Nostradamus, man. I can see the future. I need to start playing Powerball numbers, to be honest.
Man.
Testing his luck. Hoss got some. He be having some stuff too. He be having some stuff. He be texting me, and then 2 days later it happened. He be like, "I told you. I told you."
I really want to say what you talked about the Lakers, though. I'm gonna hold that down. Rio, just know I got some exclusive Lakers fanatic text messages.
Okay, that's a bet.
That's crazy. That's crazy that you bring that up.
Hey, no,
listen,
man.
Listen. That I ain't gonna hide it because I'm pretty sure I said it to Rio as well. That the Lakers was gonna win and chip this year. But this is before all this happened. Russell Westbrook couldn't do a damn thing. Anthony Davis can't stay healthy to save his life. So now we just here, man. Now one of our topics that are on, we just threatening people on the team. That's what we do. We just send out threats, people's families. So yeah, so actually, let's go ahead and get into that topic right now. Let's change gears. So Monday, Nina, which is what's Westbrook's wife, tweeted out that her family has received death wishes amid Russell Westbrook's on-court struggles this season. What's your thoughts on this, man? Talk to me, Hoss.
Man, just because you buy tickets, man, you don't have that big of a voice to
Facts.
talk to people any type of way you
Facts.
want. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's more. I mean, you kind of want to go towards the organization, but it ain't really been that bad with the Kobe years. Shit, we don't know how it was with Magic and them, but from the outside looking in, it looked like everything was great. You know what I mean? So
right.
Man, it's just certain things you don't do. Listening to that post, I meant to that interview, whatever. It's more than about him. You know what I mean? His son loves his last name. You know what I mean? You should be able to respect. I mean, wear your name with pride or walk with pride with your last name. 'Cause that's damn try to teach my kids how to, do. I mean, like you're Cyrus, you gotta walk with that with your chest out. You know what I mean? So I don't agree with it. Yeah, he's been playing like he just started playing basketball yesterday. But I mean, damn, when he's doing good, even though he's been known for turnovers, the missed shots, but when he's averaging a triple-double, we loved him. But now that it's not working with the Lakers organization, it's like, oh, he can't play ball. Like, he was just Mr. Triple-double last year.
Right.
So, and hopefully they get that together, man, because, mental health all ties into that. You got to keep your mental good. So if you going out there like, oh, I don't want to mess up. I don't want to do this because I'm Westbrook. I'm Mr. Turnover. You know what I mean? That should probably break them down.
That's a fact.
Mentally.
I didn't even think about it that way. That's a good point. I did not think about it that way. What's your thoughts on that, Rio?
Nah, I mean, I'm in 110% with Hoss, man. I mean, just it's a hostile environment, man. But in the sense of like, it doesn't have to come to the death threats or the unnecessary wording. Because I mean, in the sense of, bro, we're playing basketball, and slumps happen. Turnovers happen. It's part of basketball. It's part of the game. We love them. We love to watch. You know what I mean? So, and you knew who Russell Westbrook was before you acquired him.
Right.
So there's no reason to turn this into even more of a hostile event. Because I look at it like Russell look at it, right? Like Hoss said, like I wear my last name with pride. I wear both my last names with pride because it's who I am and it's who I represent. And when I walk out the door, I want people to know, oh, he's one of them. So when we see them around, that's what we expect. But I don't. If I'm Russell, I'm in a sense of like, hey man, this can get ugly. Like this can turn from being basketball to me whooping your ass. Because one thing you're not gonna do this with my wife, who I consider my queen, who's part of this household, and you definitely not gonna put my kids in danger.
That's a
right?
fact.
So this turns into a whole different lifestyle. So no, she has a right to be upset. He has a right to be upset. And I'm with you. I was like, it has to be under control by not just the organization, but the people who are, controlling the crowd in a sense of, right? If you hear a fan heckling to a point of, all right, keep it basketball. Let's keep it basketball at that. You know what I mean? So it's ridiculous, man. I feel for the kid because like I said, I mean, mental issues already run rapid as it is. So you're not gonna turn a guy into a struggle. I mean, he's gonna struggle. You gotta make it hard for him to already play.
Yeah.
So,
hey, before you say something, Trello, think about Ben Simmons. Two different kind of situations, but Ben Simmons does not shoot the ball. Ben Simmons had an opportunity to basically have them advance to the finals. Was that the finals? Was it no? That was a Eastern Conference Finals.
You're right. Finals. Yeah.
But if he's been saying he's been struggling with mental health, and you hear Stephen A. say Philly is a hard place to work at, or play at, he's been covering it for 17 years. He throw that shit out every time I see him talk about Philly. But but it really can do something to you. You know what I mean? Like, kids nowadays have mental health days. We didn't have that back in the day. You know what I mean? So it's really more than basketball. You know, people are getting on Westbrook for saying these things, but if you actually look at it, it's more than basketball. There is life after basketball. But it's the shit outside of basketball that's going to affect his game if it keep happening. I ain't going to want to play for nobody who keep calling me Westbrook. And then the reporters, the analysts, everybody who's saying this, they would not say that shit in front of Westbrook. Excuse my language. I've been cussing a lot. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's a fact, though.
But these guys out here probably 6 foot, 5'9", 5'7". They not going up to Westbrook. Oh, what's up, Westbrook? Oh, this, that, and the third. Nah, they not doing that in front of his face.
Mock up.
They not going this. Go ahead, I'm listening.
No, I'm just saying, get mock up right there. Right there in the middle of the street.
Nah, but for real, the man, just mental health, man. Overall, I mean, that shit ties into everything. It ain't just outside of the game. That shit gotta be. I think the NBA gotta do how these school systems are doing, even though it's kind of different. But these mental health days, even for us at work, always take them personal days, man, get your mental right.
Right.
But he's not taking any days off to not hoop. He wants to hoop.
Right.
But I mean, just that pressure, man, like that shit is that's tough, man.
Yeah, no, you guys definitely, both of you guys definitely hit the nail right on the head. And what I want to kind of explore, kind of explain a little bit, but I think one of the issues that we have with the fans when it comes to sports, and also the fans when it comes to anybody else who's a superstar, a singer, a rapper, an artist, a gamer, you know what I'm saying, athlete. I think the typical fan, for the most part, doesn't understand that they're a human being. I think they don't understand that is basically almost a regular person, right? We all put our pants on the same way. So Russell Westbrook has 2 legs, 2 feet, 2 arms, 2 eyes, just like the rest of us. And I think where the issue lies is that people don't grasp the concept that that's a real person. That's a real person. That's a father. That's somebody's brother. That's somebody's son. You know, you would not say that to your coworker. You would not say that to any random person walking down the street. And I think a lot of people forget that Russell Westbrook lays down at night and goes to sleep like everybody else. He's not a robot. He doesn't plug himself in. He doesn't get charged up, right? He has to lay down next to his wife. I'm pretty sure, you know, just like any other wife would, I'm pretty sure she's probably shed a couple of tears from this, man. Like, who wants to go through this every single time your husband plays a basketball game? So it would be the same effect of, let's just say, if it's in God's will, this blows up, right? And I'm showing the live chat on the stream right now. It's in the middle of the show. And people are just in there going crazy, like just talking crazy. I'm pretty sure all of our girls would have a problem with that. Like, they'll all be upset. Like, just, I wish that people would understand that Russell Westbrook is a human being. We do have our opinions when it comes to Russell Westbrook, but we keep it to sports, though, right? We keep our opinions to sports and we keep it respectful. You know, I think the most disrespectful thing I've probably said about an athlete on this show is Anthony Street Clothes Davis. But I mean, I'm sorry, it's true. He stays injured, but we keep it within the realm of sports. We never go past that. And Russell Westbrook said that this treatment from the fans has caused his family to avoid basketball games in person. Like, that's fucking crazy. Like, your own family can't come to your games because y'all don't know how to act, because y'all don't know. It's absolutely it's crazy that my son can't come watch me play basketball because these grown people don't know how to act. And like Hall said, man, just because you buy a damn ticket to watch a game does not empower you to say whatever the hell you want to say to anybody. Because then when they jump through the stands and they beat upside your head and realize that Russell Westbrook is 6'3", and he starts wailing on the side of your head, then it's Russell Westbrook's fault. You know? I will say this though, through the NBA has done a better job with people, you know, getting out of control in basketball games, especially the courtside seats. They have escorted, you know, a ton of people this season for getting out of hand. So They need to continue to do that, man. They need to continue to do that and also put permanent bans on people who don't know how to act. Like that's a privilege. It's a privilege for you to be able to go to a basketball game and watch somebody play basketball. Like you don't live in a third world country. You know, you're privileged enough to go out there and watch this man play basketball for entertainment, and you don't know how to fucking act because you're a child. So, if I was real, I'll say these white folks out here, but I mean, I ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah, man.
Nah, it's exactly what Ben Simmons is going through with, with the whole thing with playing with the 76ers and now playing with the Brooklyn Nets, man. Nobody wants to go through that. Like, could you imagine going to work and just like random people you don't know when they walk past you, they just talking shit? Like,
nah.
Do I know you? Nah, it's not. It couldn't be me. So, I also dislike the notion where people say, well, they get paid millions of dollars, so they're susceptible to this, right? They should go through this, all this heckling, all this crap talking about them and their families. Like, nah, pretty much they just probably want to keep it to just basketball, right? Just like everything else. So just because you pay for a ticket doesn't give you the right. And if anything, like you got the basketball players, the millionaires on the court together. They don't even talk shit like that to each other, and they making just as much money as Russell Westbrook. Some players making more money than Russell Westbrook. They don't ever say that shit. So it's absolutely insane. I've never acted like that ever towards any celebrity, towards any superstar that I've seen. I mean, I've been blessed enough to sit kind of close to some basketball games, and I'm just there to enjoy it, man. I'm just there to enjoy the time, enjoy watching the sport. I don't understand how people they be getting so fucking caught up no, bro, you don't even have no stake in this game. You're not an owner. You're not a representative of the team. You're not losing. If you losing money from this, it's your damn choice for gambling. So, that shit pisses me off to the max. I can't stand it at all. You guys anything to say before we move on?
Ben Simmons should not go to Philly.
He's going to that game. Either he's going to sit courtside. He's not playing.
I don't think they show no tribute video. I think they show him blowing that layup and making that pass.
You think Philly that
That's
hard?
bad, bro. Yeah, bro. Because when he got to Brooklyn, he got on the bench. I'm telling you, bro. And if they do that, that's going to be more mental health issues. He probably would never want to play in that stadium again, bro. Arena, whatever.
If they get up there and they show that man not taking that layup, when do they play? They play tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, bro.
Do the Lakers play tonight? We always playing during the podcast. I wouldn't doubt it. Get my feelings hurt tonight, like I do every night.
LeBron's supposed to be back, ain't he? Yeah, y'all playing. Y'all losing to the Rockets right now by 2 points.
Bro, it's every time we doing a podcast, bro, the Lakers are playing and we're so trash, bro. We're so trash.
Yeah. I don't think LeBron going for 50. He got 6 points right now, so I don't know if he's going for 50.
Man, LeBron, as much as I have respect for LeBron and his basketball greatness, he's at this age, he's not going for 52 games in a row. I'm surprised if he gets 25. I know he tired.
Exhausted.
I know he is absolutely exhausted. So, listen. So we have something special for you guys. Well, I got something special for you guys in honors of International Women's Day was yesterday, but Women's History Month is this month. We got some sports trivia in a little bit. I'm gonna try to hold off for Cuzzo to get on so we can start the sports trivia. But y'all ready, man?
Yeah, man.
Winner gets a $5 gift card to Ross.
What did he say?
When he gets
what that means.
when he gets a $5 gift card to Ross, and it's not really a gift card. I'm just next time I see you, I'm just gonna take you to Ross, and I'm gonna give you $5. So make sure you spend it wisely. You can really only get like a pair of socks, maybe a shirt. But hey, man, spend that money wisely. Spend it wisely. Before we move on to the next topic in the scheduled program, I did want to slip this in. Hoss, you weren't here when we were talking about this, but did you hear about the Carson Wentz trade to was it Washington Commanders? The
Commanders.
That's so ugly. That is so ugly.
They had a choice between like the Red Hogs, the Defenders, the Red Wolves. I would have chose Defenders.
I just would have stayed the Washington football team.
That was at the beginning when they chose that name, everybody was like, what the hell? But then it kind of grew on me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, the football team.
A Washington Commander. What are you? I'm a commander. What am I?
That thing sound like a Canadian Football League team.
Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, no, he got traded. He got traded from the Colts to the Commanders, which was a surprise to me. I did not see this coming. I thought they were at least going to get one more season out of him because he played. It wasn't like he was hurt. So I'm just glad to see that the Colts saw what I saw when I called him and told him not to trade for him, but they didn't listen to me. So I tried to get my 2 cents in about that and let him know that Carson Wentz is not the guy. He is a guy, but he's not the guy. There's a difference. Obviously, Matthew Stafford is that guy. Carson Wentz is just a guy. So we'll see what happens in DC as he goes up against my team twice. Big Jalen Hurts. I got faith in him. Listen, record this too as well. It's going to be recorded. The same faith I had in my Lakers winning the championship, the same faith I got in my Eagles this year to go to the playoffs game. We ain't going to do nothing crazy.
There you go.
But
there you go.
we going to the playoffs again. So let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. We got Calvin Ridley from the Falcons is suspended all of next year for gambling on football games, some parlays. And I think I heard it was $1,500.
$1,500, bro.
$1,500 parlay. And now you suspended.
Missing
now
millions.
You suspended. Missing millions. For Hey, what's I don't mean to cut y'all off. Hold on, wait a minute. What's Ashley's last name, y'all?
That's her, bro. That's her, bro. That was some hey, y'all.
What's up, Ashley?
Trado. You funny, man.
What's up? So
shout out to Coupon Queen.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to you for joining in and watching for a little bit. We appreciate it. Me and Rio appreciate all y'all for coming in and watching. So yeah, suspended the entire length of the 2022-2023 season for football for a $1,500 parlay. I'm gonna add in a little bit more information. He would have been a free agent this year. Now he owes the Falcons another year. So when his suspension is up, he can't go into free agency. He will owe the Atlanta Falcons one more year, and he was going to secure the bag. He was definitely going to secure the bag this season. So, when he became a free agent, the following season, which would have been the end of this upcoming season. But yeah, man. How you guys feel about that in a whole year? And just to put things in perspective, you get suspended for 4 to 6 games for performance enhancing drugs. You get 4 to 6 games.
I don't think he should have got the year, bro.
Ray Rice got like a couple of games for beating on somebody.
Ray Rice, Greg Hardy. What's my guy from New
York?
Ezekiel
Elliott.
Zeke got 2. I think Zeke only got 2 games, but the kicker from the kicker from New York got he actually got to continue to play if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah,
I'm,
Hoss talk to you. Hoss talk to
go
you. I
ahead,
didn't mean to
I'm
cut you
sorry.
off. Yeah. I didn't even talk.
I don't think he should have got a year. I'm 6 games at the most, but not no year, bro. And what's the stupidest shit about it? Why not give it to your peoples to play? You know what I mean? Be
Exactly.
incognito, like, and put this 1,500 up there, but you gotta use your name. What
Exactly.
makes it even worse? I seen somewhere where it said he was in Florida, so it was illegal to bet. But because he's on the Falcons team, it wasn't like he was betting against the Falcons. You know what I mean? He was injured at the time. He betted for them to win. So technically, it wasn't illegal, but it was just him. You know what I mean? Like, it just was stupid. But I don't think a year, especially when he was supposed to make like 3.5 this year or something like that.
His
3.5 million.
last season with the
Yeah,
Hawks
yeah.
would have been this
So
year, would have been around $3.5 million.
so some stupid shit, but I don't think a year though. I think 6 games, but I know, yeah, then I don't know. I think he's taking it as a joke almost too. Like I seen this tweet, he laughing about it. Like I don't know. But not no year. Not no year.
Oh,
I
I
don't know if
hope.
they're trying to make an example, but not a year, bro.
Yeah.
Not for that.
So he has a chance to appeal it. What's up, Rod? Thank you for joining in, my brother. But he has a chance to appeal it. So hopefully, that's why I said definitely, right? Because he has a chance to appeal it. But I think it was somewhere in the rules or in the if I'm not mistaken, that it actually could have been like a lifetime suspension from the NFL.
Mm.
So I really think the reason why they did a year is because of how small the bet was. I'm pretty sure if it was more, they probably would have did a lifetime suspension, which is like you said, man, it's crazy, man. Talk to me, Rio. How you feel about it?
Nah, man, it ain't nothing to talk about, man. I just think it's BS because we're seeing guys get suspended for more for less, I guess, in a sense, right? I mean, guys beating on their wives, guys taking drugs. You know, I mean, what? I think Josh Gordon got, 2 games? Actually, Josh Gordon got almost 2 seasons, 3 seasons for marijuana. You know what I mean? So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, in a sense of, it's just, I guess I get it because what is it, a non-betting league or something like that? Whatever the case may be,
Yeah.
but a year suspension for 15 and for me to lose millions is asinine. I mean, that's just asinine. So I mean, I guess they did it for, like we stated, I guess for to make a point. But I mean, then you have to hold the same accountability to when a guy gets caught putting his hands on his woman or beating on a child or taking, whatever case,
Yeah.
whatever drug it is, whatever case may be. It needs to all hold the same weight because a year for a $1,500 bet and I don't know, man. It's
Yeah.
just
I,
it's
I,
just it's unbelievable.
I think where the league is coming from, and in no way, shape, or form am I defending the 1 year suspension because, like you said, I think maximum 6 games, to be honest. Um, they didn't even kind of did they say the details of the bet? It wasn't betting against the Falcons or himself, right? It was
I think it was 4, right? It was for the Falcons, if I'm
He
not
was
yeah,
mistaken.
he was injured. He bet on the Falcons 1,500 for them to win. Right.
yeah.
If I'm not
So
mistaken, he wasn't even playing. So it's not like he threw the game. He wasn't
yeah,
even playing.
yeah. So I think in that if you take it into context, right? He's not playing. He's actually betting for the Falcons to win. Um, a year is too harsh. Six games, I think maximum. But from the Leafs perspective, they're just trying to kind of protect the brand in such a way of if it gets too out of hand, the fans are going to start thinking, well, it's my team throwing the game because their players betting, right? Did my quarterback miss that pass on purpose because somebody's
Yeah.
betting, somebody's pulling bets. So I understand where the league's coming from, trying to make an example, but I also think that a whole year is absolutely crazy because to Rio's point, you have men who are, I mean, you've seen these NFL athletes in person, 6'3", 6'5", immensely strong, beating on their wife that's like 5'2", 120 pounds. You don't stand a chance. Like, they're huge and like all this testosterone, most likely on PEDs, They're strong as shit.
Mhm.
You're able to push around another grown man who is just as big as you, sometimes bigger. So what you think your 120-pound, 5'3" wife is gonna do? Like, come on. So in that aspect, the league should hold all of those things to the same level of suspension, man. I think, especially when it comes to domestic violence, get them out of there for the whole year, right?
Yeah.
You don't deserve to be wearing those jerseys, collecting that kind of check if you want to act in that manner. Um,
Right.
Now, like I said, man, betting on your own team to win, I really don't see no harm in that. But if he was playing and then he bet on himself, bet the under, like under 100 yards, and he throws it, then I think that's where you have to step in and kind of assert yourself as, this can't happen. This can't be happening. No way in possible shape or form this can't be happening. But y'all right, man. You got to hold that same standard to everything else, man. The drugs, the domestic violence. Hell, how long did Tom Brady get suspended for deflating balls?
He ain't
This time,
get suspended.
that's the time to get anything.
My man got called cheating. He got called, no, he got suspended the following year. He had to miss games, right? It was the following year. It was that following year he got suspended. Because didn't Jimmy Garoppolo have to play?
No, that was due to injury.
Nah,
I
maybe.
thought that was due to injury.
I could have
It could
sworn
be.
he was suspended the next year though. It was the following year because it happened in the playoffs, and the league investigation didn't finish until the offseason. Maybe I can't remember. I got to look into it. But yeah, no, I mean, caught cheating, doing drugs, beating women, and they get suspended for 4 games and call it a day. All right, come back.
Yeah,
God forbid you
you're
bet.
right. There.
God.
2016, he was. I'm
Oh,
sorry. 2016, yeah, he was suspended 4 games.
it was 4.
Yeah.
My man got caught cheating
First
and he
4
only
games.
got suspended 4 games. And Calvin Ridley can't put a $1,500 bet on his team to win, not to lose, to win. So, yeah, it's absolutely insane. Hopefully he wins the appeal. Hopefully they knock it back down because he loses out on this entire season, right? When you're suspended, you don't get paid. He loses out entire season of money. He has to play again for the Falcons for a whole nother year and then become a free agent. So
You think Atlanta trades him?
they said they're keeping their faith in him. They said they're gonna do good by him. That's what they said now. That's what they said.
Coach said that about Carson Wentz too.
That's what they said now. That's what they say. That's what they say. I think Hoss,
Right.
I think you got a shout out in the chat, Hoss. LeBron?
Hmm?
I said Hoss got a shout out in the chat. LeBron?
That's my little brother. Oh man, or one of my little brothers.
One of them. You got 5? Got 5 brothers.
I got like 6 brothers, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might be missing one, so if y'all watching this, don't be mad at me. Boy, getting old. Nah,
All right.
man, but let me throw this out here real quick. Say, now, if that was y'all, right? You are playing. What if you betting on yourself to challenge yourself? You know what I mean? Like, you betting to get like. I'm not trying to justify. Justify it, but like hear me out. So, like, what if you saying, okay, I'm gonna go get 150 yards this game. Let me bet on that, but you really challenging yourself. That's like a little reward to you, though. I mean, I know they don't do that in the league now, and he wasn't even playing. But I'm just talking just in like another standpoint. Like, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Like, you betting on yourself. People out in this world today got to bet on themselves to, get off their ass and do something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially like throughout this pandemic, you had to gamble on yourself, bet on yourself to do something.
That's
You know what I mean? So what's the difference from that being in the league and then on some regular life shit? You know what I mean? So how y'all feel about that? Like, what's your thought on that? Like, why not gamble on yourself? You know what I mean? Like, I know he wasn't playing, but if he was, you can't really say he throwing a game if you don't get them yards. You know what I mean? Like, what if the ball not getting to it? I mean, I know I'm kind of just talking out my head, man, but just trying to make some sense into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, I mean, you make a good point. I think when it comes to I think when it comes to that type of situation, it kind of like muddies the water. But if it's black and white, I would say, I mean, I can see that being kind of legal because you're not winning money if you don't get the yards that you're trying to get. So it kind of leads into that's why each team has incentives. You know, your incentives could be per game, your incentives could be yearly.
Yeah,
So
that's right. That's right. Yeah.
but yeah, nah, man, I wouldn't see no harm in that. If your bet isn't in the favor of your team losing, then I don't see no harm in it because it doesn't give you a reason. It doesn't give you a reason to throw the game. It doesn't give your team a reason to throw the game. But then you kind of get into, well, you know, if you letting them bet at all, then they're gonna find reasons and justifications to start betting the other way as well.
Yeah, I got you. But yeah, man, that's something I was thinking about. You know what I mean?
I know, man. No, that is a good thought. I mean, they do be turning their head on them PEDs. You can't convince me that everybody be passing their PP test because
Yeah.
you can't tell me they not out there. Everybody not there juiced up. But so we are going to move into the trivia, the women's sports trivia. Y'all ready for this?
Oh, no, I'm gonna
Let's
fail.
get it.
You said what?
I'm gonna fail.
You finna fail? Nah, man, you're not finna fail. You're not finna fail. So this is what I'm gonna do right here. I'm going to share my screen so y'all can see it. Right? And then hold on now. Watch yourself. Hold on now. Exit out. We starting. Oh Lord, y'all can't see that just yet. All right, so let me share my screen. I need to share this screen. Share it. All right, effectively, can y'all see yourself?
Yeah.
Y'all can see yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I'm looking for. All right, cool. We're going to go ahead and get this started. Everybody in the chat, y'all can feel free to follow along. You know what I'm saying? Have some fun with it. So, can y'all see it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Y'all see it? Listen, man, I created this by myself, worked hard on this. So, y'all guys enjoy it, have fun. So, this is how the game's going to go, right? The question's going to pop up. You're going to have four answers. It's going to be multiple choice. And with each question, you're going to get a point towards your final score. Whoever has the most points, they win. Right? So this is for
I need this $5.
you need this $5. Yes. So winner does get $5 to Ross, brought to you by Trado Gaming. So Trado Gaming is sponsoring. Trado Gaming is sponsoring the trivia for the show tonight. So the $5 will be coming straight out of the pockets of Trado Gaming. Come watch, come enjoy. Streaming it on YouTube. Be link in the bio. So let's get this party started, fellas. First question. Y'all got 30 seconds to answer the question. No Googling, no cheating. Actually, we're gonna do 15 seconds because I'll make sure y'all really don't cheat. I'm going to start the timer. Start the timer now.
I'm gonna go with B.
5 seconds left, Rio. What you got?
I think it's C, but I'm gonna go with B.
A.
So Rio got A, Hoss got B.
Maybe C.
Hoss, you could have had it. It is C.
I
Serena
Maybe C.
Williams has won 23 Grand Slams. The GOAT.
I thought it was more than that.
The GOAT. The more.
Yes, sir.
I ain't got one. I heard it was hard.
Yeah, I ain't got one, but I thought she was in the halfway mark.
You thought
Look, I thought it. I knew it was 23, but I just thought because of who she was, it was more.
Yeah.
Well, I won't say I knew, but I really felt good about C. But she's so great, man. I just thought it was more. I thought it was way more. So I thought it was the highest.
Also, before I get ahead of myself, man, shout out to Tahira. Tahira is the one who gave me this idea to go ahead and celebrate women in sports this month. So shout out to Tahira for the trivia game. Big shout out. But yeah, no, it's 23. It's 23. On to the next question. So the score is now 0-0 because none of y'all got it right.
All right, bro. Don't run it. Don't rub it in, bro.
All right, 15 seconds. How many gold medals does Simone Biles have?
Damn.
10 seconds.
Hey Siri. Hey.
Rio, what you got?
C.
You got what?
C.
C. House, what you got?
I pick A.
A.
It's fucking D.
It's A. It
Oh,
is A.
4.
House does have 1 point in the league. Simone Biles has 4 gold medals. 4 gold medals. All right. On to the next question. It's 1-0. House is in the lead. 15 seconds start now. Who won the Finals MVP for the 2021 WNBA championship?
B.
B.
B. Candace
B as
Parker.
in boy.
We locking
B
it
as in
in.
boy.
All right.
Yes, sir.
You're wrong.
No. Oh.
What's the question, bro?
Who won the Finals MVP for the 2021 WNBA championship? Finals MVP was not. Was not Candace Parker. It's actually
Hold up.
Kalia Copper. Yes, I'm sure. Did my research. Look it up. It was not Candace Parker.
Ain't no way, boy.
I was surprised too.
Hold on. So, but did she win the season MVP?
Yes, it was a regular season MVP she won.
She won.
Okay.
I got it now.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm about to mute y'all next series. The next question, bro.
On to the next one. 15 seconds will start after I finish reading the question. To which fighter did Ronda Rousey suffer her first loss to after winning 12 consecutive MMA fights?
D.
And Rio has locked in his answer at D. Hoss?
And I'm going with B.
B?
B. Amanda Nunes.
It was Holly Holmes. Hoss. Ooh. Now, Amanda Nunes did give Ronda Rousey her second loss. So you were close.
Second loss.
It was her second loss, but her first loss came from Holly Holmes. You were close. You were absolutely close. But Rio has tied up the game. It is now 1-1. Time to move on to the next question.
Hold up. Y'all can't be answering. Y'all can't be giving the answers after they already put the answers in the chat. Y'all in here talking about C and D. We already got the answer down.
I got to Google it.
Which NBA player was the first to be named the MVP of the regular season, All-Star game, and playoffs in the same season? Your 15 seconds start now.
D is in DeMario.
D is in DeMario. House, what you got? 10 seconds.
I'm gonna go with D.
D?
As in dog.
Boy, y'all love y'all Candace Parker, boy. Y'all.
Was she MVP? No, I think it was Rookie of the Year.
Yes, it's actually Lisa.
I think it's
Lisa Leslie was the first WNBA player to be named MVP of the regular season, All-Star game, and in the playoffs in the same season. Same season.
She won the first.
All right.
And I got to start going on my gut, man.
All right.
I'm second guessing myself.
So we're moving on to the final question. This is worth 2 points. Is the game's tied anyway? So even if it was worth 1 point, I thought y'all at least get more points, but it's worth 2 points. Your 15 seconds is gonna start after I finish the question. Who was the most decorated female Olympian in track and field?
A.
Hoss is going with A. Rio, what you got?
Is it A? Yeah, I'm going with A.
5 seconds, Rio.
I'll say B.
All right. It was A. Allison Felix is the most decorated female Olympian in track and field. Hoss has won the $5 from Trado Gaming. So this weekend when we see you, Hoss, make sure you get your $5. Make sure you claim your prize. We appreciate everybody in the chat that was joining in on the game. We will have another trivia game next week. It's still going to be Women's History Month, so we have some more trivia next week. Again,
Yeah,
shout out.
I like this too, man. I like that you did this.
Hey man, I appreciate it. I was at work. I was at work going crazy. I was getting asked for several things for the projects. Then Hoss came in calling for the notes. I'm over here trying to put this PowerPoint together. Oh yeah, nah man, but good stuff, fellas, good stuff. I appreciate you guys playing. Back to the scheduled programming. Like I said, you will have next week. There will be another trivia game. Let's see if I can bring back my camera so y'all can see me. So, oh, it was coming on. Guess not. I guess y'all just got to watch my beautiful square.
Hey, Ashley, we rich. You can use that $5 for your coupon money, girl.
We made it. Am I supposed to hit okay? Am I supposed to click? God almighty. This is the same thing that whooped my ass. There it is. This is the same thing that whooped my ass last week. Trying to get back to the camera. Over there, you killing me softly, Biggie Smalls. Nah, they were answering in the chat. It was funny because they were the chat. So the stream from us talking to the stream on YouTube is like it's like a 15-second delay. So their answers were coming in late. So Tahir said the last question was too easy. You should have got that, Rio.
Me?
Yeah, Tahir said
I apologize for not knowing my women's history.
It's okay. We're gonna do better next week. Next week, the games are gonna be closer. It's gonna be closer. Actually, it was close. You guys were tied to the final question. not tied in high scoring, but at least you were tied.
You just gotta get on the board. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Hey Rio, you right, man. You are definitely right. Gotta get on the board. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna shift gears. We're gonna switch over to the NBA. I know y'all saw it last night, man. At least read about it. Heard about it today. Kyrie Irving made history. Absolute history last night. Kyrie Irving finished with 50 points. And it took my man 19 shots. 50 points off of 19 shots. He had a true shooting percentage of 103.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
How you get extra credit? How you play so well you get extra credit? That is absolutely insane. Like what? A true shooting percentage of 103? Crazy. First of all, let's get y'all take on that, man. How you feel about that game last night?
You got it, Rio.
I mean, it's what we expect from Kyrie, man. We don't expect nothing less. I mean, Kyrie's sensational. We know for a fact he's gonna wow you. He's gonna get his buckets, and he's gonna look good doing it. But in the same breath, like I mean, what do we don't expect nothing less from Kyrie. If he's on the court, we expect nothing but amazement. I mean, he's done it year after year after year, and I mean, I don't expect nothing less, honestly. But 50 on what was it? 50 on
19 shots.
What was it? 15 or 19, right?
So he finished the game 15 and 19 from the field, 9 of 12 from 3-point range, and 11 of 13 from the free throw line, shooting almost 79% from the field goal. Irving's 19 shots is tied for the second fewest in the NBA history among 50-point performances. So
behind MJ, right?
I think it was behind MJ.
Yeah.
So Kyrie Irving had a true shoot percentage of actually 101.3. That's the highest in the 15-point game history. His efficiency broke analytics basically. I mean, you once you go past 100%, I mean that's it's kind of not really true math at that point in time unless you're doing like percentages on like APRs or compounded in interest and stuff like that. But in terms of basically division, because you go 15, 19, 101% is almost impossible. Well, it's not almost possible. It is impossible, but somehow it happened. You broke analytics. Talk to me, Hoss. How you feel about it?
If I'm not mistaken, and I think I heard this, I might be wrong. Y'all calling me out. I think he might be the first net to get 50 points too. When I heard that he might be the first net player to get 50 points. When I heard that, I was like, ain't no way I'm trying to like just think about the players they had go through that program. If I'm wrong, you know what I mean? I want to say I heard that for sure though, but I mean we don't expect nothing less from Kyrie. We just need him to be consistent. You know what I mean? I know he got his beliefs on COVID, but if they're consistent, if they have him full time, even if anything could happen full time. I mean, for the rest of the season and they go in the playoffs, I like their odds still, even without Ben Simmons, because even although we don't know what Ben Simmons is going to bring a year after basketball from the last time he did play, or however many months it was, just from the player he's been, you kind of have that same expectation. They even ran with KD at the 5. They had Patty Mills, Kyrie, Dragic, and Curry on the court together.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they was in the zone. I mean, you got shooters everywhere.
Right.
And I mean, they were still driving and kicking. So I mean, there's a different amount of lineups you could run, but with KD and Kyrie being such prolific scorers, I would love to see that, man. I would love to see them make it to the playoffs. I wonder how this game going to go tomorrow, because Kyrie could play in that game tomorrow too, right?
Yeah, it's in Philadelphia.
Philly.
Yeah, it's there. So he's able to play.
Yeah, so and I didn't expect nothing less from him. I didn't think he was gonna snap like that, but it was good to see. You know, it was something the world needed to see from Kyrie, because it just seemed like just because of COVID, people counting him out almost because he hasn't been able to play. So it was good to see from Kyrie.
Talk to me, Rio, man. This master class performance by basically what most consider, if not everybody consider, the best handles in NBA history. You know, talk to me about how you feel.
I mean, I'm agree with Hoss, man. I think it was masterful, man. You as well. Like it's what we expect from Kyrie, and we expect nothing less at all. We don't. I mean, when it comes to Wild Man, I mean, it's just what it is. Like, he's gonna put on the show. But he's probably going to be efficient doing it because he's one of the most efficient in the game. Because he gets to his spots and he utilizes every arsenal he has in the game. He's the best finisher in the game. Argue with whomever you want to, but we obviously know he's probably got the best handle in the game of all time. So we're going to get into that argument, you know, with whomever. But I just think, I mean, so my question is he available to play going forward after this? Like, is he available to play in all games or just still road games?
I think it's still road games. I don't think they lifted that
road
mandate.
games.
Yeah, I don't think they lifted that mandate.
So I think we have to put that on display where we can't say we can't fear the Nets, right? Because if he's not going to be available, I'm not saying KD can't get it done, but in the sense of when you have both those tandems on the court, I mean, at the end of the day, who's checking Kyrie? Nobody in the NBA, right? Nobody's checking KD. So if you have two unstoppable gentlemen playing basketball, I mean, then you have a problem, right? But now you walk into a situation where only one can play. If we have a Philly series, only one can play whoever has home court advantage. So you got to hope Philly has home court advantage so you can get to 7 games in a situation like that. So, or Miami in a sense,
yeah,
or whoever, Milwaukee, whoever, right? So we expect nothing less. Kyrie was sensational, but I just think it don't put no fear in my heart with the fact that he's not going to be available in all these games.
Yeah, and let's dig into that a little bit. So you're absolutely right. They will not have home court advantage the entire playoff stretch against anybody because they're going to be coming in as the lowest seed, right? Most
Yeah.
likely. So when they play against Philadelphia, or they play against the Bulls, or they play against the Bucks, no matter who they play against, right? They're not going to have home court advantage. So they will not have Kyrie for 4 out of 7 games. They will not have Kyrie. They will only have him for 3 games. No, wait. No. They would. Yeah, no. Let me tell you. They would not have Kyrie for 3 out of those 4 games.
Yeah.
So, and then so it's tough, man, because you gotta basically we gotta steal one from home. We got to steal one on the road, basically. Like Kyrie has to come on the road and he has to perform like crazy, and we have to steal one in order for us to win this game because as much as a home court advantage you have, you're not going to have a home court advantage really because you're going to be without one of the best prolific scorers in the game. Shout out to my man Corey who's here in the chat. Appreciate you joining us, Corey. So you're not going to have one of the most prolific scorers in the game. As you saw, he just dropped 50 on 19 shots. Who doesn't want that on a team in the playoffs? And you're not going to have him for almost half the games. My thoughts on that game last night. Absolutely ridiculous. I woke up the next morning and I was listening to what is it? Kayshawn, J. Will, and Max. That comes on first, and then First Things First is next. So I was listening to that, and it was like Kyrie dropped 50 points off 19 shots, and I was sitting there trying to do the math in my head. I was like, even if he hit every shot 19 and they were all 2-pointers, that's still only I was like 38 points. Like that's like something ain't adding up. But I mean, just watching the highlights, man, tough shots. Like it wasn't even like they was leaving my man open. It wasn't even like, they weren't playing defense. Those were some tough shots. And consistency when it comes to scoring. Other than Steve Nash, Kyrie Irving is always a part of that 50, 40, 90 club. Always. And so to continue that with everything that he's done now, absolutely amazing performance. But just to piggyback off what Rio said, man, it's gonna be tough. It's kind of hard to bet against the Bucks, barring injury. Because if barring injury, you're gonna have all your players play, right? Every game you're gonna have all your players play. The Philadelphia 76ers, every game you're gonna have all your players play, right? The Bulls, kind of iffy. Like I said, barring injury, every game you're gonna have your full team play. And so it's gonna be the Brooklyn Nets who's gonna be at a disadvantage. And Ben Simmons can't fill that void. I'm sorry. I don't care how well Ben Simmons plays, he can't fill that void of Kyrie not being able to play at home games. So as much as I would want to see it, especially when they play Philadelphia, man, that's gonna be a good series. I want that in the playoffs. I'm gonna love every single game. Every single game. You already know. So that if you guys ain't got nothing else to talk about on this particular subject, we wanted
real quick. I'm sorry. How is he able to play in Boston but he can't play home games?
What do you mean?
In Brooklyn. Like, I know it's two different cities, but he could play in Boston, but he's not able to play in Brooklyn. So is that vaccine thing just for there, should I say? Like,
I think, is it not?
I don't get that.
Is it not the state? Is it statewide?
That's what I thought, but he was able to play in Boston.
Boston's in New England.
Well,
Maine. Maine,
but what I'm saying is still kind of close. Like, I guess I'm dragging it a little bit, should I say? But it's kind of the same area, so I'm just thinking like maybe it would have been the same kind of like
same rules.
But I guess that's kind of where with like Philly too. Kind of all close.
Yeah,
but I do get that though. But you let other players that's not vaccinated come play there. Why not let Kyrie play?
Yeah, I really think, to be honest, I think it's a pissing contest. I think the mayor is like, if Kyrie never went out on a limb to have that whole stance of getting the vaccine, I think the mayor would have been lifted this. I think they're really having a pissing contest because if the mayor lifts the mandate, it's going to be seen as he did it because to let Kyrie play, and Kyrie ended up winning. So I don't think if Kyrie keeps it private as to why he's not getting vaccinated as private as he can and not go out on a on stream and on live and everything. I think the mandate been would have lifted, but I think it's a pissing contest to be honest, in my opinion. Hopefully it does get lifted, but because people ain't wearing masks no more. I'm still wearing mine. I don't trust it.
Everywhere.
Yeah, you and me both.
I don't
They
trust
try to tell us Aiden didn't have to wear his no more. Nah, he gonna wear it.
Yeah.
Well, it's optional, but he gonna wear it.
My coworkers asked me at work. We were heading out to lunch last week. They asked me, it was like, "Why do you still wear your mask?" And I was like, "I don't trust y'all motherfuckers." Oh man, I take it off now for a little bit, but I try to keep it on as much as I can, especially at work. It helps with allergies. Allergy season is coming up, man, and
Man, what?
it's gonna help a lot because I'm gonna keep that thing going. If I'm outside, if I'm walking to the car, I'm gonna have my mask on. Pollen be beatboxing my ass. It be bad. It be bad. I need to go to the doctor. My little sister gave me a hack, and this is for everybody who has allergies. She gave me a life hack. She said if you go to the doctor, which if you have insurance, it's gonna be covered by the visit or whatever. If you go to the doctor for allergies, they'll give you the same nasal spray as Flonase, but when you go buy it from Harris Teeter, it's gonna be like $5 because you're buying a prescription instead of the $30 Flonase spray there. That's definitely getting done. You guys are welcome, by the way. I'm gonna be stocked up on nasal spray this pollen season. Not gonna lie to you. So we're gonna get into our last topic of the night. The last topic of the night. Nothing's been said yet. Nothing's been done yet. Surprisingly. So it's said to be all but imminent. But the Cowboys are set to release Amari Cooper and DeMarcus Lawrence this season because of the salary cap. How expensive those two players are about to be. I know Amari Cooper on that, was it 5-year, $100 million deal? I don't know how big DeMarcus Lawrence's deal is, but it's pretty. Let's see, it's pretty big. If both players get let go, Rio, talk to me. How's that going to affect the Dallas Cowboys next season?
If I had to put it on a scale, man, it's got to be in that 8 to 9 range. You know what I mean? I just think you're losing a lot of talent, even though you still have a lot of talent. But the thing about it is we still haven't seen Dak Prescott get to that next level. And I think that's why this still weighs so heavy, because until Dak reaches that where we can trust Dak in all situations to win us football games and to keep us above water, losing another key component is painful, right? Because Michael Gallup just came off an injury, right? And you're looking to pay him a big bag, but I think Michael Gallup mix more games than Amari Cooper has. So it's like,
yeah, he tore his ACL if I'm not mistaken, right?
Right. So I mean, I understand, I guess, the frustration because you're paying a guy $20 million a year, and Amari Cooper essentially has a roller coaster ride, right, where he gets 120, 130 yards one game, and he goes missing, right? He goes 550 yards, and I don't know if it's a lack of touches, because a lot of that comes from being a lack of touches, but that's what happens when you're surrounded by other talent, right? But if I have to put it on a scale, man, I say in the 8 to 9 range, man, and I think the Dallas Cowboys fall extremely behind if they do that. But I mean, you have to, because you can't pay them.
It just to put things in perspective, I did look up DeMarcus Lawrence's contract. It's like 5 years, $100+ million.
100 and what million?
105 million. 5 years, 105 million.
So $200 million between two players.
Yeah, so $40 million between two players. Amari Cooper gets paid $20 million per year. DeMarcus Lawrence gets paid $21 million per year. $41 million between two players.
Yeah.
Talk to me, Hoss. If the Cowboys end up letting go of these two players, how would it affect their overall season?
I mean, I think we all could agree Cooper made that 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 job a little easier.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
oh yeah,
So, man, I don't know, man. I don't want to say he struggled, like he don't have another target to go through, or they can't get no one else. But I mean, if you got that good of a talent out there, like why you got to make something work, man.
yeah.
Like I think they fall. I would rate it around an 8 or 9 too, but I don't think they stay top. Like I think they had a decent season last year. You know what I mean? But I don't think it's the same. I don't think losing them makes you guys any better. And then
Right.
you put all this in the Dak. Dak might get hurt. What you gonna do then?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't see it going nowhere. They need to make something happen, but I don't see it going nowhere.
Yeah, yeah, no, and you guys both hit the thing that I wanted to talk about is Amari Cooper did make Dak Prescott better. We didn't see that leap until they acquired Amari Cooper from the Raiders, right? Dak Prescott was inconsistent. He wasn't able to make those down the field throws, 15 plus yards. They got Amari Cooper. He was kind of able to make that next step when it came to being a passing quarterback. Um, I would rank it at an 8 as well, and simply because me and Rio spoke about this. I think a couple of days ago, where if you think about it, the four teams that were left in the playoffs in the conference championships, right, the NFC and the AFC, the four teams that are left, they all had three wide receivers or in their wide receiver core, three targets that could potentially be number ones on other teams, right? So if you go through the Kansas City Chiefs, they have two in Tyreek Hill and in Travis Kelsey. Tyreek Hill is arguably what top five wide receiver. Travis Kelsey number one, number two if you put George Kittle in front of him. The Bengals they had T Higgins, they had Jamar Chase, they had Boyd, right? There's three wide receivers that could potentially be number one somewhere else. They had the Rams who had of course OBJ, who had Cooper Cup. And then you go to the 49ers, right, where they have George Kittle and they have Debo Samuels. Each team had a bare minimum of two elite wide receiver options that you're able to. You would say that they could be a number one other team. We haven't seen that from the Cowboys yet with CeeDee Lamb and Gallup because let's be honest, a lot of focus is on Amari Cooper, and a lot of focus is on the run game with Ezekiel Elliott and Pollard. So CeeDee Lamb and Gallup are able to kind of play a little bit more freely. You kind of had that same effect of Juju Smith-Schuster with AB when he was on the Steelers, right? So if they end up letting go of Amari Cooper, which I'm not saying I'll be mad because he can go ahead and join us, please. We ain't gonna be able to get Calvin Ridley because he's suspended, but hopefully we able to get Amari Cooper.
No,
we
we
really
could take him in Carolina.
no, listen. He said he don't want to go to Carolina. He said that. I called him and I talked to him. So he said he want to go to Carolina. But yeah, we're about to see what CeeDee Lamb is made of and what Gallup is made of because you're not gonna have that veteran threat of Amari Cooper. His and me and Rio talk about all the time. One of the best route runners in the league. My man knows how to get open. He knows how to get open, right? And most of the time you're putting your best cornerback or your best DB on Amari Cooper when you're playing against the Cowboys. Your second best goes to CeeDee Lamb, and then your third best goes to Gallup. So or depending on whatever your scheme is. But no, man. I mean, it's funny because Corey's here. Corey's a Cowboys fan, and so Corey. I don't think Corey likes Amari Cooper, if I can't remember correctly. But I always tell him we can have him. We take him right off your hands, please.
A lot of people don't like Amari Cooper, and I haven't understood that yet.
Well, I just need the Cowboys to release him. We'll love him in Philly. We'll absolutely love him. But yeah, man, hopefully, we'll see that growth from CeeDee Lamb that Juju Smith-Schuster didn't take when AB left. right? And you're kind of hedging all your bets that that's going to be the case if you let go of Amari Cooper. So, and DeMarcus Lawrence. I mean, they do have that young talent. And who's that young bull who plays on the opposite side? The rookie. You just run rookie defensive year.
Michael
Michael
Parsons.
Parsons. Yeah, you do have Michael Parsons, but in a sense, I would kind of move Michael Parsons to the linebacker position instead of playing, in the end for most of the season. To be
I think
honest,
the thing about Michael being a linebacker is the lack of coverage. Though that's where I think that's why they moved him to the end because that's where he's most suitable.
I thought it was because they already had two linebackers, two linebackers.
Well, Vander Esch we were talking Vander Esch and Jalen Smith.
Yeah.
Well, either one of those guys finished the season though.
That's a fact.
I mean, I just know a lot of it had to do with coverage early on. There was that fear, but I think with him excelling, I think it's kind of hard to move him at this point, right?
Yeah. That's a fact. Well, if you fellas ain't got nothing else to talk about, we can go ahead and end the show.
It's so hard to say goodbye.
Once again, I say this every show. Rio, I appreciate your time. Hoss,
Man, we appreciate you.
Appreciate your time immensely, right? So thank you to Ashley for holding it down, out there doing her thing. So you can go ahead and get on the podcast. Get the kids asleep.
She's not even here.
Oh, my bad.
No, I'm messing. She on the pod. You know what I mean?
Shout out to everybody who's joined in. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Like I said, next week we will have another women's sports history trivia, and Rio gets to go again. Hopefully, he can brush up on his songs.
I'm gonna stop going. That's what I'm open to in trivia, homeboy. I'm done with this trivia joint.
You are over too. Who'd you?
I'm a bad test
It was
taker,
Taz. Taz ended up winning the last time.
I'm a bad test taker though, so I don't need to be on that type of stuff. I'm gonna start watching from the sideline.
Listen, we'll be able to get some more people on here. If we get 3 people, 3 guests, then you can sit on the sideline. You can watch this time. Yeah. Or at least 2 more guests. But yeah, no. Appreciate everybody's time. Appreciate everybody joining in, watching the podcast live. Thankful for everybody, Rio and I.
Thank you.
All right, Hoss, Rio.
Good.
Hey Rio, bro, we need you on the game, bro.
Oh yeah, hurry up, please. Please finish on my play.
All right, that's a
please.
That's a bet.
Please.
Let's go practice right now.
Please, we need it as quickly as possible.
Hold on, before I leave, the Lakers losing by 1. I'm gone.
All right, y'all. I love y'all, man. I don't need that type of negativity in my life.
All right, fellas.
All right, man. Oh, Lord, I didn't hit the record button. I ain't hit stop stream. I hit the record button. Hey, while I'm in here by myself, can y'all hear me? I wonder if y'all can hear me right quick before I leave. I got something to say. Hold on. Let me make sure y'all can hear me. All right, y'all can hear me. Normally, I have a joke for Adira because she never finishes a podcast, but she's actually here, so I'm not going to say anything. You think you slick. But you're not slick. I'm going to get you. Don't worry about it. Little inside joke. You guys have a good night. Enjoy your night. Thank y'all for joining in. We'll catch y'all next week. 8 o'clock. Every Wednesday. 8 o'clock. Love y'all guys.